This is RLTW Strategies, and what I want to do is I want to give you a market recap on what I turned a green day into a red day, and the red day hurt. So let's go ahead and get to the performance dashboard and we will look at it. So what I did is I copy traded, but during the drop I lost the account. So I'm not copy trading anymore. I was trying to get a combine done as I was making profit on the XFA, and I was up 1,500 in the combine, and I was up 2,600 in the XFA. So this is the balance from yesterday. Last night I was up 24 grand, and today I made $2,500 throughout the day. Traded gold last night, and I posted that on my X account, and then I traded the pre-market, and I was already up $1,200, or I was $1,200 last night, and then I just started hitting base hits during the day, and I was good. I was happy with $2,500, right? $2,500 on the day. And what ended up happening was, as you can see, I lost $5,900 plus the $2,500 on top of that. And this trade I held on for an hour and a half. It was for a long trade, and there it is. I'm down on the week, right? I was up 3 grand, $3,900, and I'm down almost 2 grand on the week, which if you look at my trading stats, maybe I can make it back, right? But if I'm in the mindset to make back my loss, you're just going to trade terrible. It's just going to be a miserable trading day. So I had a really bad red day. I need to tighten up my red days. 2,000 on the 19th of August, and then 1,100 on the 25th of August, and then a 4-day work week. Did good, 8 grand on the week, and then this week was already up 35, and I was up 10 grand on the month already, and last night was 14 grand. So 10 grand, 8 days, 4, 5, 6, 7 days was good, and I should have stopped it, right? I think this is where you could lock out your account, and I didn't, because I like to wait for opportunity and get into a trade and get out with $200. So what I want to do is I want to explain my mind frame, my mindset, why I entered, and we'll go from there. So we're at the minute chart, because I think you could look at the entries and the candles of where I entered, and I'll try to, let's go ahead and put a let's put a circle. What color is that? That'll be good. As the market was moving, right, we came down and we hit yesterday's close, right, around 1330, and I'm watching it, and we bounced up in this trend line right here, right? This trend line was from all day, right? So we came and touched this level right here. We bounced up, we're working our way up to this trend line. We rejected up here, and we came down. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna come and revisit yesterday's close level. So anyway, so we break this trend line, and this trend line goes all the way to, I think I drew it on the hour chart or on the daily chart. So we came down here to yesterday's close. We came back up to this trend line. That is a pretty held trend line from all day today, right? From the high of 8:30 this morning. And we come back down, and we're retesting it. So I said, okay, if we're gonna come, I'm gonna start building a position. I think here I started thinking about building a position to go long. So we bounced here, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be a double bottom. And as it moved up, I was expecting I just wanted to enter a trade and get out up here. That was my intent, you know, a quick $150 hit. But at 23,894, I enter one position, okay? And then we rejected, and we started dropping. Now, I should have just closed it once we got to this line, but I thought we were gonna bounce again, right? I thought yesterday's close was gonna hold, and it held for a while, but it never came back up to my entry level. So then in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to bounce right here. So at 888 is on this candle. I entered as it's dropping. I'm like, okay, I'll enter a position. And then on this next candle, I'm bringing my average down, right? Because I think we're going to come up to this level. That's in my head. I think we're going to hit the yesterday's close, right? This was my mental stop right here. And remember, I'm up 2,500 on the day. So I'm like, okay, I could take some red, right? I could take some heat on the trade. And then I enter another position for a total of 3. And I entered again roughly around here. All right. So my average is about here. And we came up and I could have closed it for $100 or $70 or $80, which I'm happy with. Most trades I'll get out with $40 to $80. And it came down and I'm like, oof, come on, bounce off it. So then it came up and I'm up. Now I could close it for 150. Remember, right now I'm up 2,500. So 150, you know, I'm happy with that. 2,650, 2,700 on the day. That's a beautiful day. And then it drops. And as I see it coming to this close, I'm just waiting for it to bounce. And what do? It touches this line, and these 3 candles right here, I should have just closed it. Looking back on it, I should have just closed it. But I'm already in 3 contracts, and I'm like, okay, let me just add 3 more for this bounce. And when this thing bounces, I could get out with $400, $500, right? So I added 3, roughly around here, okay? Thinking it's going to bounce this level. Thinking it's just going to bounce here, right? I entered here. I think this is going to be my, you know, close the trade. So now my average is down to here. Down to here something. I don't know. But all I know is when this went down, I was down -4 grand, right? And I thought I made 2,500. Now I'm down 2 grand. It's going to come up. So what does it do? It comes up. So now as it comes up, once I pass the break-even point, I'm like, okay, just close it. But then I think it's going to touch yesterday's close again. So it comes up to yesterday's close, and I think here I was up. It was going to be like $80, $2,500 on a day plus 80 at this level, and I had 2 opportunities to close it. And it drops, and then I'm like, okay, close it for $2,000 on the day, right? I lost $500. Nope, it keeps dropping. It comes up, and I'm like, all right, just close it for $1,000, $1,500. I think right here I could have closed it for like -$400 on the day. What do? I ended up holding it all the way down here, right? So right down here, I end up closing it. And then I end up closing 5 at 811, okay? And at this point, I'm already down $5,900 because that was my loss plus the $2,500. And what does it do? I was looking at this line because look at this. This level right here where you had this indecisive green candle and this indecision right here, I drew this level out earlier last night or this morning. And I drew this level out earlier this morning. And what do? Right? If we broke yesterday's close, this rejection right here, I should have just got out. Right here. Man, that's a terrible color. So right here, I should have closed it, right? The rejection off yesterday's close. I mean, that's textbook action, like decision time. Close it. I could have broke even for the day, or actually, I would have been up $2,500 because I didn't make any new money, and I closed it on break even. So I should have just, and my break even was my profit for the day, right? I grew it to 2,500, and that was on this trade, my break even was to walk away with 2,500, and I should have broke it off right here. But this was a harsh rejection, and I just think I was too emotional from holding on to this drop right here. And when it got here, I just wanted that $300 or $400. Remember, I'm already up 6 lots on this position, so I'm thinking about how much profit that's going to be once it busts through yesterday's close. So it drops, and I get out down here, and I should have closed it up there. That's what I was saying. I should have closed it here and just watched and waited for it to bounce and saw a rejection and then bought in. And this would be the area to buy back in, right? We came up, we rejected, and that is a higher low, hard rejection off this congestion right here, and we started moving up. And that's where I should have entered my long. But I was holding it till I was negative 5,800 or 7,900 because of the 2,500 that I lost. And it bounces, and look where it went. All right, it went where I wanted to take profit originally, in this area. That was my profit area on this 6-lot trade, which emotionally, through the pain, I held. Man, I hate when that happens. Which I held all through this pain, and I decided to close it at the freaking bottom. And I got to watch it go without me and to hit my take profit. So that's how I turned a $2,500 green day into a $5,900 red day. So what do I got to do? Well, I requested a payout. I'm down to 1,800, and I requested a 5K payout. So in a couple days, maybe tomorrow afternoon, this will be at 13,000. So my account will be at 13,000, and I will have to slowly build it back up. And I was really trying to go for $1,100, $1,500 days. Look at this. I was slowly growing it, right? I got too confident because I was like, oh, I can make $2,000 a day. Easy. Last month, I got comfortable making $1,000 a day. And my goal was between 400 to 500. If you just take your time scalping or get into a position and wait for a retest at a level, it's easy to make. It's easy to make $100, $500. The hard part is when you have a lot of green days and you think you're invincible and you can handle the pain, which I couldn't, and you close it without ignoring the signs of the market telling me to get out, right? So anyways, I just wanted to give you a little recap on how I turned today red. And with that, I haven't posted a video in a long time, so this is probably going to be very rough edited, but I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and I will share it on X. Feel free to follow me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. See ya.